Hi guys, good morning and welcome to new YouTube video. Today I am going to discuss a new strategy called volume gainer strategy, and this video is specially for people who trade in stocks. As a part of my new course Day Trading Strategies in Stocks, which I am launching on 1st of September. In that new course I am going to discuss almost 10 strategies which can be traded in stocks for day trading, and those 10 strategies are divided into opening strategies, midday momentum strategies, and reversal strategy. And this volume gainer strategy is part of midday momentum strategy, which I'm going to discuss in my upcoming course, that is day trading strategy in stocks, which I'm launching on 1st of September. I made so many videos on YouTube, and you see that I never discuss about volumes. I discuss only about price action. I discuss only about candlesticks. The reason why I don't discuss volume when we discuss Nifty, Bank Nifty, because you don't trade in the spot chart. You trade in future and options chart. But when you are trading in stocks, you can directly trade on spot chart when you are trading in stocks. In Nifty, Bank Nifty, you don't trade on spot, you trade in future and option. So that is the reason I don't discuss volumes when I discuss about Nifty, Bank Nifty. But when you are trading in stocks, very important, you need to look at the volumes. What actually volumes are? Volume is nothing but number of buyers, number of sellers, or number of traders. So in my new course, Day Trading in Strategy Stocks, I'm not going to discuss conventional, traditional kind of strategies. I show you how to trade in stocks, in small cap stocks, mid cap stocks, and also some stocks you must have never heard names. That is what you are going to see in this video, in this presentation, how you can make money in trading stocks with the stocks you never heard of. Many people think that to trade in stocks, you need to trade in big names like Reliance, HDFC, ICICI Bank, all this kind of big names, there only you should trade it. But in my new course, I'm going to show you how you can trade in stocks where you never heard names of, still you can make profit. But remember, there is a risk also involved when you trade in small cap stocks or stocks which you never heard of, because there can be a liquidity problem. So before trading in small cap stocks, you should know whether that stock has liquidity or no. So now let's move to my laptop. I made a small presentation on midday volume gainer strategy. Okay guys, let's start with the strategy, that is midday volume gainer strategy. This is part of my strategies which I'm going to cover in my next upcoming course, that is day trading strategies in stocks, where I'm going to discuss 10 powerful day trading strategies in stock, which will be launched on 1st of September. Total, there are 10 strategies, and this is one of those strategies. Why volume is important in stocks? Why when you are trading in stocks, volume is important? Because if stocks trading above average volume on that means it is for some reason. Could be some news, sometimes it can be rumors, which we don't know, or could be a technical breakout. Most of the time you'll see that stock is moving because of some news. So some big players start accumulating and you'll see that volume is picking up. Suppose if average volume is 100k in that stock and one day suddenly trading at 2 times or 3 times, means I would be interested in that stock. And the good part is every day there will be handful of stocks experiencing very high relative volume. This is our main focus should be on. What is the meaning of relative volume? Relative volume means volume on that current day is higher compared to previous day or previous to previous few days. Volume is like a lifeline for the stock. It's like a fuel for the car. Like how car will run only with the fuel. Blood to human body. You know that for human body, all organs will work only if there is a proper supply of blood. So same way, volume is very important in selecting stock. By looking at volumes, we can know when big players are getting in, and we can also ride with the big players. That is what this strategy all about. This strategy about seeing where there is a increase in volume, looking at the chart pattern, and then riding the trend. That means riding along with big players. What are the criteria I choose for volume gains? One is 1 minute or 5 minutes time frame. But if you ask me, I prefer 1 minute preferably, because sometimes if you wait for 5 minutes, already it must have moved this much. And if you enter here, already it made this much more, risk reward is not favorable. So that I'll show you with the chart why I prefer 1 minute rather than 5 minutes. What is relative higher volume? That means higher than previous day or previous few days. For example, if some stocks is trading like this, if you see the volume bar is like this, and suddenly next day volume bar is like this, that means it's almost double than what it was trading earlier. That means something is there in that stock. Some rumors, some news, some catalyst, or it is making some technical breakout. It could be anything. Entry on candle which gains sudden spike in volume and also breaks high of that. That means if you see a stock which was sleeping most part of the day and suddenly there is a spike in volume and also it breaks high of the day, mean yes, you can enter in that. If that stock is breaking daily time frame, some resistance on daily time frame, same time, that means it is high probability trade. But you should remember you need some scanner to identify sudden spike in volume, because manual looking for volume gainers from thousands of stock is not possible. As you know that there are thousands of stocks available, right? Out of that, how it is possible that you can see that one stock which is suddenly gaining volume and breaking the high of the day? For that, you need a scan. So scan for volume gainers on 1 minute or 5 minutes time frame. I use a scanner called Investor. I'll show you that software when we go to the next slides, but you can use any software. I'm not promoting any software through this video that you should buy this software and all this, but you can buy any other software. There is a software called Screener. There's a software called Charting, where Zerodha software have a screener called Streak, right? So you can use any scanner for that matter. This pattern most common with small cap stocks name which you never heard of. That's what I was telling you, that most of my strategies are for small cap stocks and stocks names which you never heard of. It is true that out of 10 strategy, few strategies for F&O stocks also, but most of the strategies for small caps, mid caps and stocks name which you never heard of. I'll show you a couple of charts so that you'll see how this pattern looks. Look at this stock. This stock name is Aptus Value Housing Finance Limited. Have you anybody heard of this name, Aptus Value Housing Finance? I'm sure 90% of you may never heard the name of this stock. It's a small cap stocks, and you can see that for most part of the day it was just sleeping. Look at the volume, flat volume, and around 245, 250, there is sudden spike in volume, and after that it made a huge move from around 324 to 325. It made almost 355, 356. That is 10% move in that stock within how many minutes? Within 1 hour. That is the power of smaller stocks. That means stocks name which you never heard of. It should also have the volume which is almost high for the day, and same time it is breaking the high up. If you see the both, enter here, stop loss here, and try to write the trend, because it has the potential to give this kind of move, 10%, 5%, 8%. So risk reward can be too good. Okay, this is how 5-minute stock chart look like. Look at this stocks. It opened with a big candle. Then for most part of the day, it was just sleeping, doing nothing. Look at the volume, right? And then look at the volume in last one. This is called higher relative volume. That means volume is picking up, and then you see a big move. Next stock is Asahi India Glass. And I'm sure 90% of you may not be knowing what is this stock, Asahi India Glass. Here also you can see that till 130 it was sleeping, and suddenly there is a spike in volume, and then another spike, and stock already, and stock moved how much? 580 till 625, 630, right? Which itself is almost 8 to 10%. And same stock you can see on 5 minutes time. Why I was telling you that I prefer 1 minute or 5 minutes? Because, for example, previous chart, you see that previous chart, you would have got entry here only. Once it has broken the current day high, and there is a increase on volume also. But here you can see that by the time you see the volume and candle, it made such a big candle. Will you enter here and will you keep your stop loss here? Risk reward is not filled, right? Though had you entered here, still it gave you some profit, but 1 minute can give you better entry, better risk reward. Yes, it is true that Every trade will not work like this. Sometimes it will make false breakout like this, and suddenly after that it keeps coming down and your stop loss can hit. But remember, if it doesn't work, your stop loss is only this much. But if it works, you can see this kind of moves in this kind of unknown stocks. Now what we'll do, we'll go to the live chart in the live market. I'll show you my software, which software I use for knowing this kind of stocks which are gaining volume. And let us see whether we can see any stocks which is gaining volume in the live market. And let us see how it is making the pattern after getting the volume spike. Let's go to the software and let us see is there any stock which is gaining on good volume. Okay guys, now I'll show you that how I look for the scanners for the stocks which are gaining with the strong volumes. I use a scanner called Investor. You can use any other scanner, it doesn't matter, because this is not a promoted video. I'm not promoting any scanning software. You can use any software you want. So here if you look at the stocks, you can see that one stock came in my watch list is Kalyan Jewelers. Kalyan Jewelers, you can see that volume is almost 464% compared to previous day, and already it has moved 6.76%, and the stock price is around 75. So on the top of my list, I have Kalyan Jewelers. Now what I'll do, I'll go to Kalyan Jewelers stock and I look for the chart pattern. So this is the scanner which will give you all the details about the stocks which are having the volume gainers. Volume gainers mean there are big number of interest from buyers and sellers. Lot of traders are trading in the stocks. That's why there is good gain in volume. That means there could be some news in the stocks which we don't know. Now what I'll do, I'll go to my favorite charting software, TradingView, and I look for the Kalyan Jewelers stocks and I see how that chart is looking. Let me type Kalyan Jewelers. This is the stock of Kalyan Jewelers. Let me go to 1 minute time frame because I said I normally prefer 1 minute time frame. Look at this. Look at the stocks. First look at the volume of this stock. First look at the volume of these stocks and volume of previous day. That is the relative volume mean you should look at the volume on the current day compared to previous day. Right? You can see that somewhere here volume started picking up and that stock gave you this much momentum. Then it took a rest for some time and again volume started picking up and again stock started making a big move. So if you know this volume gainers strategy, then you can go long on this scan. When you see that volume is gaining and is taking support near the 20 MA, or you can take the trade here also. You can take the trade here once you see that volume is gaining and you can keep your stop loss below the candle. Why do I say that I prefer 1 minute rather than 5 minutes? Now let me show you the same chart on 5 minutes time. Okay, had you gone with 5 minutes time frame, when you see that volume is gaining, the candle has already made this much up. Can you go long here and can you keep your stop loss here? Stop loss will be too big, right? Second time when you see that volume started gaining on this candle, by the time you want to enter and keep your stop loss here, your stop loss will be very big. So that is the disadvantage of going on 5 minutes time frame. So I prefer 1 minute time frame so that risk reward also better and same time I can get better entry. So that's what I was telling you, that how volume is like a lifeline for any stocks. You can just look at the volume and look for the chart patterns and you can take high probability trade with better risk reward. And this is not enough. You should also look for market depth. If you remember in my last video in YouTube, I discussed about market depth. When you are trading in stocks, very important that you should look for market depth, because some stocks will not have liquidity. If there is no liquidity, mean you will be in trouble. That means if you buy it, you will find it difficult to sell it when you want to sell it, because you will see that there are no buyers when you want to sell it, or buyers are at very bottom price, and if you sell them, then you will be in a big loss. If there is no liquid in the stocks, mean it is like asking for trouble. So that's why I always look for the volume. Always look for the market depth. Look for the spread. How closely bids and offers are placed. If it is placed very close, then only take the trade. So now what I'll do, I'll go to market depth of Kalyan Jewelers and let me see how volume in that stock. Okay, this is the Kalyan Jewelers stock. Let me go to market depth. Okay, market depth, you can see that volume is very good here. First thing you have to see the spread. Spread is how much? 5 paisa to 10 paisa. That is fine. Not a big difference in the spread. Sometimes spread can be 50 paisa, 1 rupee, 2 rupees for a which is trading at 75 rupees, and your spread can be 2 rupees, 3 rupees, and all. Such time, never trade into such stocks. Always look for the difference between spread. It is just 5 paisa, so you can go for it. Then look for the how closely bids and offers are placed. And you can see that even this is just 5 paisa difference. Just 5 paisa difference. That means this stock is very liquid. That means this stock is very liquid. Look at the number of buyers, number of sellers, and all. So that means even if you buy 5,000, 10,000 of this stock, there should not be any problem in squaring of that stock. Along with this chart pattern, also you have to see the market depth. And then along with that, you have to see, is there any news in the stocks? So that stock is moving like this. It can be earning report, or it can be company must have announced something. You have to see, is there any news in the stock that stock is moving like that? If there is any positive news, then high probability. What we'll do is we'll go to Google and just type Kalyan Jewelers, and we'll see if there is any news in that stocks in past few days. Okay, this is the news came in Financial Express, Business Standard, and all this. Let us see, is there any good news recently it came. So you can see here, Kalyan Jewelers Q1 revenue doubles to 1637 crores. That means Kalyan Jewelers is doing well. Though I'm not a fundamental analyst, but just clubbing fundamental with technical can give you an edge. It came in Economic Times, buy a Kalyan Jewelers India, target price 100. Here also it came in Business Insider India, Kalyan Jewelers post 108 crore net profit, look forward to festival sales. Kalyan Jewelry stocks to dazzle in the festival season, says analyst. It came in Business Standard. I'm not a fundamental analyst. It's not a call to buy or sell. So this is not a recommendation to buy or sell. This is just my observation. So that is what I just wanted to convey you, that how looking at the volumes intraday, looking at the chart pattern, looking at the market depth, and if there is any news, then such stocks can be high probability. Now I have gone to daily time frame of Kalyan Jewelers to see how this stock is looking on high time frame. I can see that this stock is making a breakout from the consolidation zone. So you can see that this stock was trading in the tight consolidation for past few days and then made a break. So this stock is mix of volume gainers, mix of technical breakout on higher time frame, and also favorable news in the stocks. So that's why you should look it on higher time frame charts also to see, is there any breakout. If it is volume gaining, if same time there is a technical breakout on higher time frame, it makes high probability trades. Trading in stocks much riskier than trading in Nifty Bank Nifty, because Nifty Bank Nifty is almost every time you will see the liquidity, but stocks you have to be very careful before taking the trade whether that stock is liquid or not. So along with this strategy, I have discussed 9 more strategies in my new course. So wait till 1st September, and on 1st September I announce the course, and if you are interested, you can buy that course. Along with this course, my earlier course, that is day trading strategies in Nifty Bank Nifty, that I conduct every weekend on Saturday, Sundays. If you are interested, you can check the link below this video, and you can contact me on WhatsApp, and you can join for my upcoming webinar. Also, I have swing trading course for people who are into full-time job. I have options course for people who are new to options. You can see all the links below this video in the description section, and if you are interested, you can purchase my course. So that's it guys about today's video on volume gainer strategy. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon with a new video. Until then, bye and take care.